Start us up.
No, he spoke.
He started us up. I didn't speak.
That's who spoke.
Listen,
you spoke.
I speak for the people.
Yeah.
Name
the people.
I've been watching. I can't do that. You know that's not allowed. Our fans need protection. Joe Skelly's dying.
Yeah.
Our fans need protection
from who?
From Joe Skelly.
Oh, what?
That's what they said.
What?
That's what they said. I was told that.
Okay.
I've been watching Black Sails, the pirate show, and you will know this, so you can tell me because you were in the Navy. But I'm like the guy right below the captain who makes
mate.
Sure that the captain doesn't eat the crew and the crew doesn't eat the captain. That's me. That's how I feel.
No, I feel like you're the first mate who just spins yarns and bullshits the captain and tells the captain whatever he wants him to hear.
That's my job.
No, actually,
that's both jobs. So we don't die.
You just tell stories to besiege the captain, and then the captain's still going to do what he wants.
Black Sails, literally the show. Which captain do you want to be?
None of the above.
None of them?
None of them.
Those guys were gangsters, like pirates. Or they were pirates. Not like pirates. Maybe. Dude, how, like...
What are you even talking about right now?
I'm talking about the fact that the people have spoken.
And what did they speak?
I can't tell you that.
Well, no, you brought this up. Now, what did they speak?
They said they like the Arthurs. They like how things are going. We shouldn't have interjected on Hubby Jubbies. Listen, let's send some shout outs so we can just get it going right.
What the fuck is a Hubby Jubby?
We don't want to tell them. Listen.
You don't want to tell them, first mate?
Welcome. Welcome to the podcast.
Bays Boys podcast.
3097 seconds.
All the seconds.
Listen, we need to talk about a couple things for real, though. Somebody did write us, one of our great listeners, shout out to you, and you know who you are, and invited us to the House of Wills.
Oh.
Yeah. And apparently, that's a Satan house. So we need to talk about
allegedly.
This. Intent is intent. And ghost stuff is ghost stuff. And ghost stuff marginally, like, is intent. I mean, before you get anything, you have intent for everything, especially ghost stuff. Because ghost stuff usually ends with nothing else but the intent. Hey, we're going to see a ghost.
But hold on.
7 hours later, we haven't seen a ghost, but you still want to see a ghost.
But as I understand, based on the movie we just both watched.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, the guy says, you get back what you put out into the world.
Yeah, so why would we want to go to Satan's house?
I don't know.
Well, shout out to our listener for coming up with that plan. And not describing... He did say it was like a Satan guy, but I didn't realize he meant a real one.
Oh.
I thought he meant like a fat kid in jorts and bondage stuff. I don't know, dude. I don't take anything anybody says seriously.
With fake vampire teeth.
Yeah. Maybe I should have taken this listener a little bit more seriously because he is a more serious listener, but I just didn't realize when he wrote, he's a satanic worshiper, allegedly, LOL. I thought there was like a, You
thought there was a pun or a joke to that?
Yeah, I thought. I thought he was going to say, like, he worked for Universal Special Effects or,
He's the afternoon shift kid at Hot Topic.
Yeah. He made Marilyn Manson's, like, stockings or, he's got a Buffalo Bill tattoo on his neck, maybe. Anything other than
what he's
trying to pull the Satan's butthole into his room.
Well.
I'm good on that, dude. I don't want to smell that, guys.
No, you're going to pass on that.
But listen, homeboy tried to... Bro, you trying to trick me into this place or what, man? Because I didn't look it up. I'll just pass the message on. I was like, we should go to this place. And then people started saying things. And
we're like, hey, you should do a little bit of research before you agree to go certain places.
Yeah. Yeah. And after what happened at Mothman, I won't be tricked anymore.
Nobody tricked you.
You probably drugged me.
Oh.
I had like 103 fever. Where'd that come from?
It was all the Molly.
Oh. Well, that does happen. Listen, she told me she was clean and that it was fine.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's fine. Forget about all that. Forget about all that.
And you didn't even film in the scariest part.
Well, I didn't walk into the scariest part.
Yeah, you didn't even
I
go in
also
there.
didn't know we were in the scary parts yet.
And we weren't.
Well,
we were on the outer edge.
Technically. You literally said that they saw the guy in that nipple barn.
No. In that area is
No.
where they saw him, and it was over by the
Whatever.
dynamite factory
With your creepy
that
nipple
we didn't even
farm.
get to at
No.
that point.
The creepy nipple farm was enough with its silence. You walk in like it's a video game and all sound from outside just shuts off.
Oh, you mean the silos where they stored all the explosives?
Yeah. Yeah, that was bad enough. We didn't need any more of that. So we need to find a new destination. And to our listeners and listener who's looking, if they're cutting animals up there, I probably don't want to go. If it was just humans, maybe, but nobody's ever started with humans and then went to animals, my man. So just by that rule alone, it's most likely no.
Nixed.
Yeah.
Nixed.
If they're cutting chickens up or praying to some god without a face,
Nixed.
I probably don't. Yeah.
Don't need to go there.
I can't believe that we have to have boundaries on this. Why are you letting the show turn into weird stuff, man?
What?
Just saying. I'm
I'm
just saying. We don't. I'm just saying. How many times have you been to that House of Wheels already?
I've been by it.
There it is. Don't lie now.
I've been by
You went inside and had a Reuben, didn't you?
Nope, I did hear a story about it, though.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Tell me.
Something happened to somebody's car who pulled into the parking lot.
What?
Yep.
What'd they do? Did they push the top church stone off and crush the car with it?
No. It
Oh,
was just-
nothing like that?
They ended up with a flat tire.
Oh.
But it's because somebody took an Army Man action figure and sharpened it up into like ninja star points, and that's what they pulled out of their tire.
All right, well, ghost related or not, it's still weird.
That is strange.
I feel like now I'm wondering if we can make army men into ninja stars and drop them behind us while cars are following
Like
us.
caltrops?
Right. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Do you have any of those?
No, I do not.
I need some.
Yeah.
We need to find a good supplier.
The only time I saw caltrops was in that Spy Hunter video game.
Oh. I mean, they got to work.
Where you were driving down the street and you could hit the button and they'd fall out of the car like the James Bond car.
Right. They work. Those stupid lines that cops throw across the street work all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So we could hypothetically get that going. It's kind of obvious, though, if you just throw your head out the window and chuck a bucket of screws on the ground while you're being chased. So it needs to be done.
There's no guarantee
incognito.
that screws are going to do it.
Yeah, no. We need the real, what did you call them?
Caltrops.
Why are they called caltrops?
CALTROPS.
Caltrops. Interesting. Is that the guy who invented them or something?
I have no idea. But they go back to like medieval times.
They didn't teach you while you were at ninja school?
No,
Oh.
because
all right.
apparently they were throwing them behind to stop people on horseback.
Oh.
They were designed to stop cavalry charges
Um,
because the horses would step on them.
Okay. And it just went forward into tires.
Yeah.
Very good, James Bond.
Yeah.
Very good.
Blame the British.
Have we done that enough? Have we given those people enough to think about? They're so sad. They're so sad they tried to ban kitchen knives. I don't think we should do anything to those people anymore.
No, just leave them alone.
They're messed up.
They are a hot mess.
They're mad that we eat pancakes for breakfast.
Yep.
They're mad that...
Do they still have the kitchen knife turn-in boxes on the streets?
Is that real?
Oh, yeah.
That was real. Like
That was real.
Okay. So is it one of those Minority Report things where you walk out of the kitchen with a knife and now it's a weapon? Because it was intended as a weapon in the living room?
I don't know.
What were you doing? I was going to gut my husband in the living room. Like, and a cop. So, like, if the cop shows up in your house and he's at the front door, like normally, and you're in the background with a knife and you're like, look, I'm breaking the law. Look, I'm not. Look, I'm breaking the law. Look, I'm not.
Are
And
you going to
just-
tease them?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not today. I can't run fast enough today, but I'm saying somebody out there will. Some guy out there will. Right? But that's what I'm asking. Is he
So
doing
you're
that?
saying if in England, if you leave the kitchen with a kitchen knife,
I'm asking. Is that how it
to
is?
the cops show up, like
Yeah.
Minority Report.
Yeah. Is that
We
how
heard
it
you
is
were
now?
going to commit a crime tomorrow.
Right. You stepped out of the kitchen with your steak knife. You're in trouble.
Well, there's other ways to. Never mind.
Oh,
Never mind.
To trick Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
Listen, I saw Tom Cruise do dives off of a stage with a motorcycle and a parachute like 5 times in one day. I don't think you can trick that guy. Plus, he's a Scientologist, so science.
Science
Science
is behind everything.
That's how we explain.
Evil Lord Xenu.
There you go. There you go. Are you a god? You know?
No,
Like-
that wasn't Xenu.
You never know, bro, though. I never met either one of them, so I figured they could both
That was
have the
Zool.
But they might have the same line. I've never met either.
Oh, they might have the same
What if
line.
God asked you if you were a god? That's what I'm saying. What would you say?
You could be like, I'm the god of hamburgers.
The god of hamburgers.
I mean,
You gotta be the god of
You could be
something.
a god of something, right?
Right. The god of this living room without kitchen knives.
So
We're not
dumb.
allowed. Tom Cruise.
So what do they cut their food with? Sporks?
Dude, I have no idea. You've been over there. You tell me. I don't know.
Are they just required to pick up their steaks and eat them
I don't pretend.
with their hands?
It might make them more manly, really.
Yeah, but the problem is that's not very classy at a 4-star restaurant. Or do they have?
Well, they only took the
Or
knives
do
from
they
the poor
run?
people, so it's
maybe
okay.
they run the steak through a meat slicer
Oh,
and then plate it.
and just comes out all sliced. Ooh. Ooh. Could you imagine?
Here's your $200 ribeye that's already been pre-sliced for you.
Oh, gross. Just has nothing. No. Oh, okay.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Is it me? Listen, that's a weird question. Going back to Pig, now you got me thinking about those meals they brought out in the movie Pig where I'm like, dude, I wouldn't have paid for that.
Oh, where the guy's
I
like,
wouldn't have paid for that.
oh, when he's
Infused
describing
with
that.
berry balls and hummingbird lips. Homie, I don't want that.
And we're going to smoke it on the plate for you.
Right. And we left a little dry ice in there, so if you swallow that, you'll die. Like, bro, what the hell? What's happening?
Oh, that's why he was like, do you like making this food?
Yeah.
Dude, he totally
And then
dogged
he
him.
just started crying.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sorry, man.
He was like, you used to have fortitude. You used to
Right.
have dreams.
Used to have
What
balls.
happened to you?
Used to
Yeah.
have balls.
What happened to you?
well,
what happened to that
the
pub
best
you
part-
wanted to open?
What was your signature dish?
Right.
Old boy knew exactly.
Right.
Listen, I want to...
By the way, somebody, one of our listeners watched Pig based on our recommendation.
Really?
Yes.
How'd they like it?
Aces?
Aces? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Compelling? It wasn't Tommy Skelly, was it?
No, it was not.
Yeah, of course it wasn't. You want to know why?
Why?
Because he won't admit that Nick Cage is a top contender
He is a top
for one of the greatest. Let me ask you a question.
He's got that movie Butcher's Crossing coming out.
Oh. Is that a scary one?
It looks pretty brutal.
Oh, my. Yeah, okay. Well, let me ask you a question. Is Tommy Skelly a huge Steven Seagal fan?
I think he's more of a Muscles from Brussels fan, if I were to put my money on it.
Oh, I could see that. I
think it's when the Muscles from Brussels was rocking that mullet.
Oh.
I think that's what did
Is
it.
that why he's got that nice long cowboy duster? Lex, did Tommy Skelly have you drive at him with a car while he was on his motorcycle so he could jump over you? Have you done that?
We have not done that yet.
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 Right. You haven't tried that yet.
Not yet.
It's probably just because your car is higher than the motorcycle. That's
It's
probably
very possible.
why.
It's very possible.
Right. Yeah, well, when you drive Bumblebee around. So
You're so dumb.
listen, nobody would ever guess that you drive like a yellow, what was that car? Like a yellow 2023 Camaro. Nobody would know that Joe Skelly has a yellow 2023 Camaro. Even if I'm telling them right now, they're not going to believe me.
No,
They're gonna
nobody
be,
would
they-
believe
Yeah,
that.
they're going to be like, what? I've never seen it. And then you're zooping around town, bumblebees and other Transformers are waving. But anyways, besides that, do you think we could get Tommy Skelly to get a mullet?
He'd probably rock one.
When's the last time he had one?
I can't. Oh.
He's going
Well,
through
let-
haircuts right now.
Let me go back to
He's
the
going through
Rolodex.
haircuts.
There may or may not have been a period of time.
Was it high school or post?
It might have been not a full mullet.
Just a broadside, like a little bit of a Viking template going on.
No, it's never been that.
No, nothing
Never
like
been
that,
that.
huh? All right, well, we're just making sure. How much to get you to grow a mullet? How much money? How much would the fans have to voice out?
$725.
$725. There it is. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. $725. We're not going to tell you $725 of what, but the number.
725 Patreon subscribers.
Oh,
at
$700.
$5 a pop, so that we can give you the entire episode
Of you getting a mullet?
and elevator music made by us.
Okay. Here's what we'll do. So if it's, what did we say, 725?
Yes.
So I figure around 700 is where you have to start growing the mullet.
Okay.
So right when we hit 700 Patreon subscribers, you start growing the mullet.
And then we'll film it.
Perfect.
We'll film the whole thing.
I would film hair growing. I don't have anything going on in my life.
We'll do time lapse.
Yeah, I watched paint dry the other day. So
We'll do time lapse of the mullet growing in,
good to go. I like
and then the cutting of it.
I like that idea. I don't want to talk about more weird stuff, but let's talk about more weird stuff.
All right.
Did you hear about that building that they're trying to build in New York? I've kind of been
Which one?
I actually didn't think the one that looks like a U, man. It looks like a U that goes up and around and comes back down.
Like a horseshoe?
Yes.
Like an upside down horseshoe to keep all the good luck in?
Yes.
Why are they building that?
Am I crazy?
I have not even heard about this. Why are they building that?
Now listen, a few years ago, I would have said something and been like, listen, that's a dumb like post. I would have said that's not even a real thing. But if you haven't gone back and listened to the old episodes, you should, because we talk about the Line City.
What about it? How do the two compare?
Oh, just the most ridiculous, dumb things that humans want to build.
Have we even heard any more about the Line City? Is it in full production?
Yeah, we saw videos of him going.
I haven't heard any more though.
Oh, 110%. They're going. Like they already started.
Huh.
But no, my question is, and it's a horseshoe driven looking building, right?
How does the elevator work in it? What is the purpose of that?
I have no idea. Listen, we don't do politics, but I just have one question. Did we not learn a lesson?
Is the horseshoe-shaped building actually a dimensional gate?
For airplanes to fly through?
Yeah. Like they build it and then they turn it on and you fly through the center of it.
Okay.
And it teleports you somewhere.
And then in hashtag 2030, David Blaine has a 757 fly through it and makes it disappear on the other side.
Oh, I like this.
Is that what's happening on the other side?
That's what I'm pushing.
This is messed up.
This is a David Blaine thing. This is a stunt.
And then?
This is a David Blaine stunt.
And
I'm building a building. It's going to cost $40 gajillion for a magic trick.
Isn't there some, listen, I never looked this up because it just seems so outlandish to me, but wasn't there a magic guy who made a pyramid disappear? Statue of Liberty?
Oh, you mean
come on, my man.
Mind Freak. What's his face? Made the pyramid in Vegas disappear.
Angel.
Chris Angel.
Okay.
With his blingy pants.
Okay.
And you said he wears the blingy pants to distract you from what he's really doing.
Oh, you know he does. Look at that. You can't see anything if you're looking at that flat ass of diamonds. My man Chris Angel, he looks like
an old hairband guy.
Yes. He looks like Slash's disgruntled son. He looks like Slash forgot to pick him up at junior high and my man just stood at junior high doing card tricks. He looks like he's got
his dad forgot to pick him up after chess club
and just never came back. He looks like he keeps
And so he went down the dark road of magic.
Right. He looks like he keeps his tent packed in his pocket at all times. He looks like something left over from what they moved off the streets of San Diego the other day.
Oh, apparently they're all back.
Oh, they're all back?
Yeah.
Gee, go figure.
They're all
you didn't
back.
Put them all at the bottom.
I just heard that this week.
So you didn't put them all at the bottom of the ocean?
No, not all of them. They just reappeared, though.
Well, I mean, listen.
Did they pack them all up on buses and let groups of them? Let groups of 10 off at a time at different corners?
Listen, I'm not going to point out who does this or whatever.
You want to talk about a magic trick? That was one of the greatest magic tricks ever performed.
Which one?
Where San Francisco made all the homeless people disappear.
Right.
In 24 hours.
Well, the cops have been practicing that trick for years. We used to put people on buses into the next city, and then you don't have to worry about them. Right. Not in San Francisco, because every bus is a treat out there. So you don't want to be messing with that. Also, we do not get into politics, so we strictly keep politics out of here, so we don't talk about them. But I do want to point out that a gentleman in the political field was just caught waving his hiney in the office.
What do you mean waving his hiney?
Waving his hiney.
He was mooning people?
They got some dude twink shotting and video, like Instagram OnlyFans filming his rear end in the middle of like a Senate office.
Oh.
And just is full-fledged out there.
Oh.
And one of the best comments I saw was, I don't know why everyone's upset. We're all getting effed in that room.
Oh. Oh.
Right. And now it's gone viral. And homeboy. And
there goes that guy's career.
Yeah, it's everything you think of. It's 100% everything you think of. Dude doesn't have any muscle tissue, probably has a low test count, definitely owns a horse mask that's probably way too big. 4 shades of lube, and he's going to come back and tell you he's allergic to latex, so we're going to have to get the goat skins. Let's just move on with the party, people.
What the fuck am I listening to?
Next crazy thing that we heard about this week.
Oh, yeah.
What is the next crazy thing? Does it matter? We've seen Daddy.
I heard a theory on Kiefer Sutherland's character in, what movie was it? Stand By Me.
Stand By Me. That's Stand By Me.
Where the kids go on the
find the dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kiefer Sutherland's in that movie. He plays like the older kid, kind of like a bully.
Okay.
And
I do not remember him being
so
the bully.
So the theory is, like, he's disappointed in his town, he's disappointed in life, and he ends up leaving. And he travels down the California coast.
Okay.
It becomes, stand by, one of the vampires in the Lost Boys.
Oh, wait a minute. Does he disappear from the movie?
Yeah, he takes off.
He's the bully and he just runs away?
Well, I mean, I can't recall the movie, but they're saying, you know, if you watch his character and then, like, he's not very well liked and nobody gets along with him, and he's disgruntled with what's going on in the town, and he ends up taking off. And
really?
What happens to that kid? And the next time you see him,
Oh,
kind of like that character is
how
in the
intriguing.
Lost Boys.
Yeah, I like that. Listen, when you and Tommy Skelly dress up as the Lost Boys, which one are you guys?
Oh, well, that hasn't happened yet.
Oh.
That hasn't happened.
What's your guys' favorite team to dress up? You dress up from the team from the Warriors? Which team are you from the Warriors? What is Tommy Skelly like? I would imagine he's going straight for the neck. He's doing Warriors all the way.
Warriors?
I think so.
I could see him doing that.
Yeah. I think he'd go straight for the Warriors all the way. And yeah, because, you know, he's got that whole intersection with the female group. And then he's like, hey. And even if Tommy Skelly was the guy who stayed back, which was Dexter's dad, and got handcuffed, he would have been like, not today, toots. And then like just jiggled it and the handcuff would have fallen off and he would have just ran away and then got with you guys. That's what I imagine.
Caught up on the last train to Coney Island?
Yeah, that's what I imagine. He would have been there.
Would have been like, where you been?
She tried to get me. I was trying to hang out with her and she tried to get me.
And I got away and I'm back with you boys.
Right. That's what I imagine would happen.
Right.
I could see you doing the baseball gig.
I'm not a baseball fury.
I know, that's the point.
Nah, not at all.
Not at all, huh?
Not at all. No work. You know, I'm not going to run around with face paint on. That's just not my style.
I don't know. I've heard some rumors.
Oh, yeah?
Bumblebees, Transformers.
Don't know anything about that.
Well, that makes sense.
I know nothing about that.
The Men in Black are obligated to say that. You disappeared multiple times during that trip to the Men in Black scene of Mothman.
Oh.
So it makes sense. You also were gone on some top secret mission recently where you disappeared to look for Bigfoot, yet somehow came back with no evidence, no ambergris, and no
Listen, I told you what I did with that. I sent it off to the lab, COD.
Again.
And if they didn't accept it and pay for the shipment, that's not my problem.
COD.
Cash on delivery.
Oh, man.
I figured if it was important enough for science,
somebody to see,
they would have paid for it. They would have paid for it.
Right. Is that a real thing, by the way? Because somebody asked me that the internet the other day. They were like, hey, man, you do COD? And I was like, What?
It is a real thing.
Who does it though? That's my. How do I? I've never seen it on the package sending buttons where it's like, do you want to
It's
send
not
this
a thing
COD and
anymore.
how much money do you
You're right.
want?
I don't know if it's a thing anymore.
Right.
It used to be a thing.
Can we run a COD service?
Oh,
We send your stuff to the studio.
COD.
Has to be packaged. Write the name on it, and then
But then
somebody
we got to
comes and
pay
picks
for
up.
it.
No. They send it to us, so we COD it for them. We're the COD hub in Cleveland.
No. That's not how that works.
I don't like how this works. Then we're a stationary hub. Look, I call Florida. I say, Florida, I've got to transport some lizards. I'm sending them to you. Somebody will be there to pick them up in 3 days. Bada bing.
Then the person that picks them up has to pay for them.
Exactly.
If you pick them up, you have to pay for them.
Well, if you send them to me, I collect the payment. Then I send you the payment. I'm the middleman.
No. The cash payer is the final destination.
Right.
So if you pick it up, you have to pay for it. You just can't forward
But I'm
it.
saying we're the new DHL though, so we would not pick it up. They would send it to us.
You
We're a
really don't
stationary-
understand this concept.
We're stationary DHL.
That doesn't work that way.
It could. There are other careers that are based off of this, but it's fine. Let's keep going.
This is why you never were in the shipping industry.
No, not anything that's shipped COD anyways. Anyways, moving on.
And listen,
So
the
how
only way
about-
I imagine COD works is if they don't pay for it, you get your product back.
Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. Supposed to.
Supposed to.
Listen, do you think we can drive airplanes through? It just seems ironic that the post was, we want to build this building so big airplanes could drive in between it. Again, is this from a lesson learned or is this just a new strategy?
It's a new strategy.
Well, it's ridiculous.
It's David Blaine.
It makes no sense. Maybe they want it so they can line up and you know where to pull into New York because there's so many airplanes coming through now.
I don't even understand that.
No, I don't either. Who's still flying into New York? Listen, write the show. Let us know if you go to New York for any reason at all. Because other than to see Casey Jones, I just don't see the
Listen,
point.
people fly into New York all the time.
For what?
To go to the museums, to take in the city. To go see where George Washington swore his first oath of office. Oh, I bet you didn't know that. I stood on the very spot that George Washington swore his first oath of office.
Really?
1 o'clock in the morning.
Did it smell different than here?
I don't know.
Exactly. We're not going to New York for that.
I also got to see where George Washington's headquarters were in New York City. On the side of the building, there's a plaque that says Sons of Liberty, 2nd floor.
Sons of Liberty.
Yep.
That's where that name comes from?
Yes.
That's it. Those people are fired too. All of you guys are fired for pulling that name.
And by the way, that building is called Francois Tavern. And it's in the financial district in New York City. And I drank beers there.
You're not supposed to be drinking beers in New York City, my man.
Why not?
It's New York. You're supposed to go to clubs and eat pizza and visit turtles.
I couldn't find the turtles.
Well, bet you found the club and the pizza and the ladies, though.
Well, I found all kinds of stuff.
Oh. Were you diving with the sharks there, too?
No, but I did find a sweet, super sweet speakeasy called the Angel Share.
I was just going to say, did you find an underground?
Yeah, the speakeasy was inside of a Japanese restaurant behind a wooden panel in the wall. Then there's the hot dog place where you go in there and you pick up the payphone, you dial a certain number, and the back side of the payphone opens up and lets you into the speakeasy.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Then
And what
there's the
kind of-
other speakeasy
what
that's
kind of
inside of
Transformers
a
were hanging out there?
diner car. You have to know what to order on the menu for them to open the door.
Oh. And what kind of Transformers did you see there?
None. They were all evicted.
When's the last time you seen an alien?
Never seen one in real life.
What about UFO?
Oh, I saw one of those.
When's the last time, though?
Many moons ago.
Oh, it's been a while.
Been a long time.
Has anyone heard from Ponyboy? Do we
Yes.
have Amber Geese coming?
He does not have the amber geese because he diverted onto the Bigfoot adventure after listening to the last episode.
Ooh.
And he's been distracted, so he's going to have to eventually go back to the amber geese hunt. But he still didn't have an answer where all that money went.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. Is that called embezzling, or did he just redirect it to the search for Bigfoot?
we'll have to ask him. We'll have to send Tommy Skelly out to go find him.
Oh, and what if he disappears with that too?
Oh, Tommy Skelly won't. He can't.
Why?
He's not allowed.
What do you mean he's not allowed?
His first mate won't let him disappear.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. I don't see. See, that's what we should have done. That's what we
Pony
should
Boy
have done.
needed a first mate
Uh-huh.
to keep him on track.
Should have sent somebody out there with him to keep him going the correct way. But you know what? It's not a big deal. The Putin Do Dojo is growing. Our student number and base is growing. There will be more Bays, boys, Putin Do soldiers walking the earth than any other soldier.
Are they the new Foot Clan?
Why are you always saying stuff to get us in trouble?
Shh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bays Boys Podcast. We do things differently.
Completely differently.
There's no AI here.
No AI whatsoever.
It's all
By the
love.
way, did you watch that game I told you about from Italy? That extreme sport?
Oh yeah, where they beat the crap out of each other. And he took the rugby. They took a rugby player there, and he's like, "Yeah, this isn't rugby because there's no soft grass to land on when I get tackled." And I was like, "My man, I don't think you understand that there's no soft grass in rugby when you land."
Was that his only concern?
Yes.
Or was it not the fact that they're punching each other
No.
in the face?
No. He was like, "I like this, but there's no soft grass, so that's a little getting used to."
Ah,
And I'm
it's a
like-
big dirt patch
Huh.
in a stadium.
Right. I would like to see our viewers and listeners
It looks like a mob.
do that.
It looks like a mob fight.
That's what rugby looks like, dude. That's why I thought there were no
It's
points.
100 times worse than rugby.
Yeah, well,
What's the name of the game? Calcupo?
don't look at me, dude. I ain't playing it. I'm still
I think
busy
it's called
watching
Calcu.
kabaddi. I'm still busy watching kabaddi. I'm
You're
still trying to
busy
get over
watching
that.
professional kabaddi?
Professional kabaddi. My man's moves like a tiger, jaguar, reflexes of a mouse. You can't get him.
Are you getting yourself a kabaddi
You
jersey?
can't- Oh, I will.
What team are you going to root for?
I don't know. Probably just India.
There are 1,000 teams in India. You gotta pick a club.
Yeah. All right. Well, we don't want to pick it on logo, so we'll have to find the guy with the funniest hair.
Oh, you're gonna choose a team based on hair?
That's how I picked Rodman, and Rodman's the greatest basketball player of all time.
Oh my God! See, Tommy Skelly and I picked a Mexican soccer team.
Based on their hair color?
No, not based on their
Oh.
hair color. Yeah, we used to watch Las Pumas from
Las
Caliente,
Pumas.
Mexico, from Hot Water, Mexico.
Listen, you picked them because of the logo.
Dude, the logo is supposed to be a puma skull,
Yeah.
and it looked like a skull and crossbones.
You cannot pick.
And the entire stadium was filled with skinheads and punk rockers. And they had banners that said skins and punks. And the entire team were walk-ons. And they won the national championship all of them as walk-ons.
Again, you cannot pick your team based on the logo.
Sunday morning,
That's not right.
we picked the right team. They were better than the Chivas.
Well, what is the saying?
The Chivas logo is a goat.
We're not even going to get into that. We're not even going to. Just take us away. Listen, if you like footy balls, if you like the Chivas, if you like Galaxy, if you've been stabbed at a Raiders game, if you were there when
You're more
Tommy
likely to
Skelly
get stabbed at a
threw the
Raiders
bottle,
game. Oh, a Bottlegate.
if you have gone to a Browns game this year and tailgated, if you're one of those people that likes to scream at Joe Skelly on the road when we're driving and filming, write the show. Let
That
us
never
know.
happened. That never happened.
That's exactly what I said. Write the show. Let us know. We love you all. 30, 97 seconds and whatever, man.
Let us know what you're thinking.